Hello and welcome. Welcome to the Lion's Den. Hi. Welcome in, everybody. My mouth hurts like a son of a bee. I'm not going to lie. It's a little tender up in here. Does it look a little pudgy on that side? Look a little fat over there? Damn, it hurts. I just took a ibuprofen 800 and I needed it. Yeah. I waited all day. I was like, I'll wait till I go online. I'll suffer until I go online, until I start drinking coffee. Just going to be here in the shadows and quiet. Okay. If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. All right. We're going to do all signs, but we're going to do it different today. We're going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to say hello. Hi, Jill. Hi, Pam. Hi, Moon Goddess. Renee's Tarot. Hello. Who else is up in here? What do we got in here? Hello, Debbie. Welcome in, ladies. Hello, Divine Ice Empress. Welcome in. Okay. This should be interesting. So what I want to do today is let's ask you guys. We're going to do it different. I think readings need to change. I think people need to learn how to change. And I think a lot of people don't know how to do that. With me knowing this, that's kind of why I named the channel Leo Fire 555. I'm going to ask you guys. We'll pick a sign, and then when we go from a sign, I'll ask you what you want to know for that sign. And we'll probably do 3 questions for that sign. That's how I think we're going to run it. I think it's better. Why just do it off of what I'm feeling? Let me know what you want to know. It's more engaging. I think there's more fulfillment in it. We can try it and see how it goes. All right. Let's start with water signs. I think we're going to start with Scorpio. I don't know why I picked Scorpio. I probably should go in order and do Cancer. I'm going to do water just so I don't screw things up. So let me get to the zodiac sign. We'll start with Cancer. Cancer's on the board. Now, anybody want to know something specific? Do you want a general reading for Cancer? Do you want to know about love, money? Do you want to just lay it on in the chat? And I'll pick a couple different storylines and we'll run it like that. I think it's getting too boring. Just sitting there having to watch something. I don't watch tarot anymore. Like I stopped watching tarot once I realized I'm a psychic medium. I was like, I don't really need to watch it. I support people, but I don't really watch tarot. I gave up on that. Once I realized I could be ahead of what the actual reality of an outcome, I let it go. I put it down. Once I discovered, like, I get it now. I understand what I'm here for. That was enough. Here we go. Cancer. So what do we got for Cancer so far? All right. We're going to do Cancer, then Scorpio, then Pisces. Okay. Here we go. I'm smiling a lot, but my mouth does really hurt. Like you wouldn't believe my mouth hurts. Oh my God. All right. Let me see what people are saying. Ashley says love for Cancer. Ooh. What's the love messages for Cancer signs? What we got for Cancer signs? The love messages. Show me some love messages. Love and anything else that intertwines. Here we go. We just started, Ashley. We just started. This is the first sign out. You're the first sign. This should be interesting, Cancer. Oh, wow. A lot of you are focused on career and money, so I might have to dig into the financial aspects. Some of you might have to travel. I feel like travel for money, but let's keep going before we get there for the sign of Cancer. You may spend a lot of money if you go on like a trip, something like that. Just be careful if you take off. Something about if you take off, don't go overspending. Don't go overspending. I'm going to tell you, I was feeling that, and they came right back out. Go. Cancer. Balance that shit. Balance that coin. You know, be smart about it. Others of you could be feeling like you want to make a big purchase. Maybe buy a different home, or just wanting to have the money for a new house. I get a new house or an apartment for some of you. All right, let's see what we get for Cancer. Let's try love first. Let's see what the love message is for Cancer. Show me what's going on with Cancer and love. Show me. You want it to move towards you. You definitely want it to move towards you. I've got the Hermit, the Three of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. A lot of Cancers right now, the energy I'm seeing is you're definitely feeling like, you know something, I'm ready to take that journey again. I'm ready to go towards love again. I want love to find me, or I'm ready to find love. That's how your message starts, with love. Let's give me something else for Cancer. What else is here? I think you've had a lot of anxieties or sleepless nights that you've had to put down. A lot of anxieties or sleepless nights that you had to put down. Some of you had to do with a situation where you couldn't reconcile, and now you're ready to go out. You know, I almost want to say kind of enjoy yourself or paint the town red. But I get this with like some of you, it could be with social people you trust, or it could also be with people that are just brand new connections that you start working with or already have. This is the decision. These are the things that are going to lie down the road ahead for you. Give me something else in love for Cancer. Show me something else in love for the zodiac sign of Cancer. Clarify why that's here. Clarify why that's here. So a lot of you have tried to make sure you stay out of any ruckus or getting emotionally disappointed again. I feel like you don't want to feel it's almost like I feel like you've accepted a separation with the Ace of Cups reversed and the Nine of Swords reversed, and you're ready to move on and make the decision to head towards stronger new connections. That tells me, with that being under the Hermit and the Three of Wands, you moving or traveling, or maybe traveling. I do feel like some of you could want to buy a new house or find true love. Some of you, it's like, oh, I want to move, or I don't like where I live, and I want to find true love when I move, whoever that's for. A lot of you could be putting a lot of time and effort into work, or needing to schedule appointments with that King of Pentacles energy is what I'm feeling. Here we go. Show me something else. What we got? Just be careful you're not overworking yourself and not focusing on the fun things that you could be going after. A lot of you may recognize you've been putting in a lot of work, maybe trying to save money or build a bigger bank account, but not really getting to have as much enjoyment as you want at this time, because you're very career focused. Some of you, it's career or health. And I feel like you've been feeling this way for a while. Like this has been going on for quite some time. Give me something else. Cancer. Anything else? Anything else? Anything in love? Show me anything for love for them. What's going to happen next? What have they got? What have they got showing up? So some of you are just waiting for the changes. The message I'm getting on you guys is the High Priestess and Temperance. Some of you guys are just accepting and waiting on the changes to show up. Give me something else on top of that, please, for Cancer. What's going on? Some of you may feel like it's time for this to show up as well. It's time to work on something. And I do feel like it's brand new. Hold on a second. I've got the... Some of you have identified the things that didn't work out. And because you've identified the things that didn't work out, you might have focused more on career. Also wanting to either... I do have this weird, like you want to move or travel energy around you. It's kind of brings an excitement or happiness. For a smaller percent of you, some of you could have people that are coming towards you or want to. You may be too busy to make plans. Something about you could be, in the past, you feel like you've been too busy to make plans with people, and you've been really focusing or sacrificing for the things that you need to get done on the daily routine of life. Here we go. Cancer. It's probably made you exhausted. I'm going to tell you, I feel like it's made you exhausted. And now you're kind of looking at a situation that you're like, you know what? I can't sit here, and I got to go after things that are going to make me feel content or get me feeling grounded again. Something about feeling grounded again. Anything else for Cancer? So some of you could be wanting to, I feel like, clarify that. hold on. Clarify that. Ooh. Some of you guys could be coming into a separation of a marriage. Some of you could also hear of that, or you could hear of somebody that passes on or is emotionally distraught about how they were dealt in a marriage. It might have been how they were how the marriage was handled. Clarify that. Give me one more or two more for those. You got more than. Some of you feel like you were manipulated in this marriage situation, or somebody you were going to marry. It's either you were married or thinking about marrying them. I do get this with the moon in reverse and the page of pentacles. You moved away from that energy, but you have I get this energy over here with the four of wands reversed, the six of coins upright. Then it goes to the five of cups, to the devil, to the page of cups. You might have dealt with this with a very narcissistic person, somebody that was extremely narcissistic, had to have control of a situation. And it was hard. It was hard. I feel like it was hard. Some of you, they could have been another water sign. They could have been an earth sign. Whoever this is, I feel like the judgment was for you to recognize it basically, you had to get away from it kind of energy is what I'm seeing. It wasn't worth this. And now I feel like you're really kind of cruising the battle towards, I feel like you've been doing this for a while, walking on your own. This is kind of, if you've been single for a while, you've been going in your own direction towards wanting that to show up, love, hoping to see it build or the communication to start, something like that. While you've probably also very dedicated to yourself and not wanting to get stuck with the lack of communication or forward movement. Something about something doesn't want to move forward, or you have a message. I'm feeling like if you felt like in relationships, especially people you start to build with, or that, and it goes towards you want it to be romantic, you've been very cautious, or it's like you wanted to be carefree, but you knew you couldn't be carefree. Some of you just were like, it's almost like you could see that it was going to end up being a dud, or that it was going to be very in and out. And I mean in and out. So you went back to your stability, or putting the love back towards yourself, Cancer, and hoping to manifest true love towards yourself as well. And I feel like these are the things. This is kind of the way I see you going towards situations right now. Some of you could be talking to somebody, or had started talking to somebody younger, or somebody younger wants to start talking to you. If it's somebody from the past, I don't think it sticks around for long. I feel like it comes towards you, and then you start working towards yourself again, to be honest, for the zodiac sign of Cancer. Let's keep going. I'll give Cancer something else. Give me something about Cancer and career. Let's ask about Cancer with their career. I want to see what that has to say. If I can grab anything off of that for Cancer. Here we go. Let's see for Cancer and career. Cancer signs and career. What can you tell me for that? Cancer and career. What's the message for the Cancers with career? Some of you want to move on. I get like you don't really appreciate the position or the placement. Here we go. Some of you, I feel like some of you are going to strategize what's working and what's not, or if you should be available to it. Some of you, I feel like you don't think it's working and you want to go somewhere else, build somewhere else. I think you've been aware of this. I don't feel like I'm giving you a shocking message. I feel like I'm just giving you energy of something you're already alert of. I almost get like you could feel, some of you may feel, I get this weird energy like you could feel like I'm damned if I do or I don't with leaving this career. Some of you may just feel like, some of you, it might be needing to choose an option. If you're a man, I feel like you need to choose an option or a direction in career if you decide to change careers. If you're a woman, I feel more necessary like you want to go towards something different with career, but at the same time, it may feel like nothing's available. Well, I don't know. It may feel like nothing's available. Let's keep going. Something else for Cancer. Money and career. What's going on? Just keep putting in the work and the effort. I also feel like, clarify that. Give me something. Oh my God. Let's see what you got. Everything came flying out. Some of you are going to try to learn a different skill set, or you're going to start to try to figure out. Some of you have been focusing on what you want to put your time towards emotionally or invest in. So some of you, if there's something part-time, you might have been trying to figure out if you want to continue with it. Something like that with the King of Cups reversed and then the Hierophant. Something about that with you. What else is here? I feel like what you're trying to build towards is success in career and happy outcomes emotionally. And I feel like Cancer, I honestly feel like what's been going on is like it's felt at a complete stop or standstill. And you've just been trying to be patient with it. When it comes to some people with career, you might have felt like you needed to fight for balance. And then some of you are going to identify, if it's not working out, I'm going to move on with the career situation. And I feel like you can trust your decision. Something about, I feel like you're going to get tired of playing the same old game. And who's going to get tired? You're going to get tired because you kind of really respect yourself at this time in career. That's what I have for Cancer. Here we go. All right. Just make sure you're not, even though this is backwards, make sure you're not emotionally holding back on that situation for something about for too long. It's almost like you want to switch something up, but you haven't found. Some of you, it's like, I get this energy. If you're a dude, you may have to choose. If you're a woman, you may feel like there's not enough choices around you that make you happy on a career front. I don't understand why I feel that way, but I feel that way. Let's keep going. Here we go. Let's go to the lovely Scorpios. Welcome in, everybody. Please remember to hit that like button. Subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notification bell. I need you guys to turn that on. 11.1% is extremely low. That is horrible. When I saw that, I'm like, I keep seeing in like my comments, like, I don't get notified. I don't get notified. Only 11.1%. That's very low. If that was like 30, 35%, then I wouldn't be saying anything, you know? And I ask that you subscribe if you enjoy the content, because going forward, I have it on subscribers only mode going forward. But I'm doing that. Why I'm going to do that is because people who are subscribed to the channel, when I feel the necessary right time feeling or just want to do it, I'm going to come out and I'm going to answer people's questions, whether it's with the tarot, whether it's psychically. You know, I need people to actually really see who I am, because the more people who actually get to identify, like, wow, this kid's like how does he know that? It's just going to help me and help the other people find the channel and kind of, gain a little more momentum and respect. Here we go. Here we go. Scorpio. Let's ask Scorpio. What are we going to ask for Scorpio? What should we ask for Scorpio? I'm going to look at you guys and see what you say. Hello, Alban. Hello, Jack. And thank you, Anne. I did do Cancer first. If you're just coming into the room, Cancer has been done. I got notified. Nice. Oh, let's talk about that before we jump in Scorpio, because it's important. I know some of you guys are too busy to have your notifications on. I do want to let you know something. This is important, and I'm glad I didn't wait too long, too deep in the message to say this, even though some people only come in for their sun, moon, rising, their one sign, their sign, cross watch, whatever they do. But I want to say this. I don't use just YouTube. I use a different platform, StreamYards, that goes to YouTube. So just because of that, it may not give you the notification. Also, YouTube, even with that on, they don't send everybody's notifications out. Like, there are channels that I watch outside of spiritualism that I like, or that I used to watch all the time, whether it's car stuff, whether it's gun channels, stuff like that. And I wouldn't get the notifications, and I would have it selected to all. Sometimes I would. So just bear that in mind. And it's a silent notification. You don't usually get like a ding, or at least not on the Android. I don't know about the Apple, but you don't get, if anything, it's going to show up in your notification panel at the top of your phone, so just bear that in mind. All right, here we go. You got the sun. What's going on? What's going on? Let me see if anybody asked a question for Scorpio. Let's see. I got notified. That's good. So so what you have to do, because a lot of people may not be tech savvy. I should say this too. What you have, like I worked in tech. This is what you have to do. You go into the, where you're subscribed. It'll give you the option to. You have three choices. Uh, I believe it's when you touch the bell, it's none, personalized, or all. If you select all, when I come out, you might get told I come out. Half the time I come out, if I don't do a video, like if I don't show that I'm coming out an hour later, what ends up happening, I'll be like 3 signs deep, and then you guys get notified. So they're way behind on the ball of that situation, but they have so many different, the platform's too big for itself, and it's going to get crazier if they cancel TikTok. Because what do you think is going to happen? All the people on TikTok are going to run their ass over to YouTube, especially because YouTube pays better than TikTok. And if they're making good money on TikTok because they're getting 10 million views, where do you think they're going? And they've already started to cross over this way because they can make more money. All right. Just putting that out there. Here we go. Let me see if anybody said anything about Scorpio. All right. All right, I think it's going to be a whatever comes out for Scorpio. So far, it's happiness. Let's see where this goes. I don't see anybody. Wait a minute. Welcome in from Ireland. I just posted something on my, my Instagram account. And I thought it was like really beautiful. And it's either like, it looks like it could be Scotland or Ireland, something like that. I couldn't tell you. It's a very short video clip, but I liked it. I was watching it the other night. I listened to it a couple times. It was like, oh, it made me feel so calm. And I'm like, I'm putting that on my Instagram. Here we go. All right. Scorpio. They already cut. That is right. They're already here. Oh, yeah, they're already here. Double dipping. I mean, and it's funny because before we sorry, Scorpio. I'm so sorry, Scorpio. Don't get mad at me. I love you, Scorpio. But before that had happened, so before TikTokers were talking like mad shit about like YouTubers going over to there, and what it was like, what are you talking about? Most YouTubers are staying here or were here first. They may start over there. But a lot of TikTokers made like a lot of success over there. There are some YouTubers that were here and went that way. But it was more, TikTokers were trying to put it like YouTubers are going to TikTok, when it's like, no, you said that, but now look what you're doing because you might get canceled. Oh, shit. And it's been gone. Like I see it and I'm like, oh, man, look at all this crap. Like I like a lot of motivational stuff. I do like some of the crazy nonsense stuff. Some of the podcast guys, like number one podcast out here is Joe Rogan, and I liked UFC. I liked Fear Factor. I think the guy's got a great show, and so he deserves it. But then I see a bunch of the other stuff, the Andrew Tate stuff, the Logan Paul brothers, all that stuff shows up on my feed. That sometimes the stuff I like, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now they're showing David Goggins all the time, whatever. But let's keep rolling. Let's see what we get. It's a little over my left hand. I'm going to give it to you. So a lot of you are trying to really just pay mind, Scorpio energy. A lot of you could be just trying to pay mind to moving towards things. I feel like moving towards your own happiness, or not being bothered with things that aren't going to make you happy, or not wanting to have worry or fear. Something about worry or fear with it. Okay, what is that about? Hold on. Others of you could feel like you can't trust a relationship. Some of you, whether this is already happened or going to happen, some of you, it's like the Magician and the Queen of Cups. A lot of you may feel like you can't trust a situation. I got two weird things for you. Some of you, if you're in ties with a relationship, you might feel like there's something untrusty about the relationship, and you're keeping yourself at a distance, or will be. That could be you've done this, or in the near future. Others of you, what it could also be is you're just not rushing. I feel like you're rushing towards things that make you happy, but you're not really focused on the excitement or the exchanges. Of some of you aren't gonna basically backpedal. I get like I will not backpedal energy. What else is here? Emotionally, I think you've It's almost like if there was stuff that made you feel, if you felt uncertain emotionally about a situation, you don't want to feel that way, is what this tells me. You don't want to hold back. You kind of understand that. You're not even wanting to look at it, is what I'm seeing for some Scorpios. Some of you, some of you have identified with like, you know, something, I'm just gonna do my own thing and go from that. And I keep seeing the Hermit. I'm gonna give it to you. I feel like you're taking that risk and trusting it. A lot of you are gonna take that risk and trust it. Some of you are also trying to figure out how to advance with finances or with a career. I feel like career and finance is huge on your mind. I feel like if you try to tell me it's not, you, even if I sat in front of you, I'd be able to read you without the tarot, so I would know. But I feel like what the message here is that's always on your thoughts. That's always on your thoughts. And I feel like you've been trying to be patient with this situation for a long time. Some of you, it's I need to be more patient with love, and I need to be more patient with what I want to invest in, or I need to balance both of them out. Something like that. Show me something for Scorpio. Ooh, this is going to be specific. This will make sense to somebody. I see two things here right now, just from looking down for like a slight second when I looked at that card after these three. So I feel like you tried to be patient in a relationship. Some of you it was with children. Some of you had children with a person. You try to be patient in a relationship or in the past of a relationship. I feel like it was a really hard person to deal with. If this is your story, the person was hard as hell to deal with. It was like basically when you would knock on, like, you know that saying, like knock on wood. It was like knocking on a rock. Like you couldn't move this person. You like, and it feels like you might have had children with them. It also feels like they might have left you with too much of the work. Too much of the work. Some of you, if you're single, are trying to accept the fact that something that love hasn't showed up. I am gonna say that could be a man who's like trying to act like it doesn't bother them that it's not coming in. I feel like there's a man out there that feels that way. Um, Wants it. I'm gonna say it. Somebody wants that, and it could be a man or a woman. It does feel more like a man's energy. It feels like a man could want that. A Scorpio man could want that. I am gonna tell you what I think, but you may fear the change. The devil and the tower. I feel like you fear change or the challenge. Let's keep going. You also could be very Scorpio energy. I feel like you're very focused on stability right now. Stability is kind of huge for you guys. Stability or making the right connections and cutting the right ones down, cutting the right ones off, and trying to make the right connections. A lot of you, this has been on your mind. And it's what you use to kind of battle how you feel emotionally about the passion that's non-existent, or that you're not playing with or hasn't been playing with you for a while. Whether you're a woman or a man, this is somebody's energy out there, and this is going to be a like take it or leave it reading. I'm not going to sugarcoat for Scorpio. Sometimes you got to get kicked in the ass and own it, Scorpio. Others of you could have a watch out for your bank account or sudden charges. Something about watch out for sudden charges, or make sure you don't have charges that are unexpected. You know, just be careful of unexpected charges, or don't forget about something that needed to be paid or you have to pay, but you didn't have enough money in the account. Something like that. Be careful of maybe an overdraw, even something like that. Others of you, it could be a sign of luck. You could have a sign of luck coming your way towards finances, a breakthrough, something that might. So some of you, I get the energy like you may have to be careful with where you go or how you go towards purchases. Others of you, just watch out for your accounts. Something about watch out for your accounts. I feel like with the Chariot, I feel more of the need to say keep your eye on that, but also keep your eye on what you want to work towards. Some of you, the investments haven't been showing up the way you hoped, and you may be feeling left out in the cold. That I feel more is around like if you that feels more around social, like people, like social environments, maybe acquaintances, friends by by what you do or what you associate with. Could even be roommates. I don't know. Here we go. The moon, the page of swords. Some of you, I get this energy. Some of you really don't want to focus on things of the past or things that have bothered you. Show me something else. I'm going to say it. I saw 2 queens in reverse. Some of you, it's like you don't want to either focus on things that bother you or make you feel like, it's nonsense. Others of you, I get the energy where it's like, you know what it is? You could be worried about health sparking a problem. Again, one shuffle. There's your truth and clarity. Others of you could also feel the need to travel. Some of you, I feel like if you do travel, it's going to be for the, like the exclamation on it is for fun or it's for career. Something about fun or career. King of Swords and balance. Excuse me, it was the King of Swords, balance. Clarify the Page of Cups reverse. What's going on, Scorpio? Some of you have just been, I feel like emotionally you guys are ready for something new. Not only something new, I just get like, the new I feel is some of you want to see something change, shift. What you could want to see shift is situations, and I do feel like it's the only card that's reversed is the Lover. Is like, I feel like every time you feel like you could pick up and start something, it's like either you don't work towards it or it doesn't work towards you, or somebody's thinking about what they want to do, where they want to be type energy. 9 of Swords reversed. Some of you, health could be in the way, or just having the time, putting in the time and effort towards love. I feel like somebody's struggling to do that. The message I'm seeing, somebody's having a hard time either accepting that, they're not working towards it or it's not showing up. Somebody could be feeling that way. To have the balance card next to the 7 of Wands and then this in reverse, I feel like that's very conflicted energy, not only towards love, it is towards love. The next 2 cards is the 10 of Swords upright and the 2 of Cups. Some of you are kind of, you're aware of it. And you're not trying to be emotionally disturbed by it or stuck on it, because you do want to see the balance come in. You do want to be, I feel like you want to be happy. Your first card was the Sun card. You wanting the happiness, wanting not to be stuck on the situations that may feel like they're not coming in or balancing out. Maybe feeling like maybe I'm not giving enough time or effort into a situation, and maybe that's the decision you're supposed to make. That's what I see for Scorpio. You could be focusing more on, I just get you're focusing more on social situations around you and maybe also career versus going after what's going to make you happy in love. That's a very specific message, but that's what I'm going to give you for Scorpio. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep going. All right. Pisces. I got to go to the bottom. Pisces, welcome in everybody. All right, here we go. Welcome in. Thank you, Oaksy. I'm going to put you up. It's Pisces. It's Pisces, everybody, but I'm going to put her up on the board for a minute. It just showed up in front of me. That's why I use my phone. It's so delayed, like the computer versus the phone, that like your comment was up on my channel like for 10 seconds, and then it just showed up on the computer. Hi, Alban. I threw yours up when I was trying to throw this one up. Here we go. We're on Pisces, by the way. Welcome in, Pisces. Welcome into Pisces. Anybody want to throw out a suggestion for Pisces? I did say we're going to do that. I want to continue to do that. My boy is official. So is mine. And so is his mom. Here we go. Hey, Jackie. Anybody want to throw something up? Hi, Sarah. Hello, Star Crossing. They can be affectionate. All right, Melissa Reynolds, we're going to run with yours. Whatever comes out for Pisces. We're going to start there. Here we go. Jumped on the deck. Don't tell me you're thinking of somebody. I hope you're not thinking of someone. Somebody could be thinking of you, though. Although that does feel like you're thinking about somebody. I feel like you have your mind on a Leo. I hate to say that, Pisces. Some of you have your mind on a Leo. Or wanting to see things change, course, direction, sprout. Something about I want to see things sprout. Some of you are trying to ignore the fact that you have your mind on a Leo. What else is here? Whatever comes out, Pisces, clarify what we got so far. Whatever comes out, Pisces. I feel like you want to, but you're Pisces. This is your card. You're being stubborn as hell. I feel like you're being very stubborn. This is gonna. I hate to tell you, but so far, Scorpio and Pisces are definitely going to be probably precise. I will try to get more for Pisces going this time and get it out of that if I can. Some of you, the message is you might have dealt with a Leo. You might have dealt with another water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, whatever sign you may have dealt with. You might have dealt with another sign. The situation I'm seeing, whatever sign it was, whether it was a water sign, fire sign, earth sign, so far, I feel like you were hoping for it to come towards you or to work something out, but it came to a crashing ending. It came to a halt. Some of you came to a halt. Others of you, if you're in a relationship, you may not be feeling like you're seeing eye to eye or like emotionally, you may feel unsure of a situation or feel unsure about how they feel about you emotionally, whatever that's about. All right, here we go. I got this card. We're going to see what's going on, but we're going to shuffle. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles for Pisces. What's going on with the Knight of Pentacles? Whatever comes out, Knight of Pentacles. Clarify why I have these two. Show me what's here for the zodiac sign of Pisces. What's here? Pisces. Ooh, that came out like come here. Came out like crazy. Show me why I have this like this. So I get it. Some of you, I get it. I feel like some of you were hung up on a celebration. The Knight of Pentacles with the Six of Wands. Some of you might have been hung up on a celebration or wanting something to stay committed or to work out. I feel like you're a Pisces. You could be a woman or a man. I feel like I'm getting both of you this time. Definitely feel like I'm getting both. I feel like you wanted something to work out, but at the end of the day, you knew you had to let it go. I'm going to be real. I feel like you knew you had to move away from it. You had to let it go. Yeah, basically, if that shit had to be sprayed with pesticide and the flower had to die, it died. All right, I've got the Five of Cups, celebration. Somebody was really wanting this to work out. I'm going to say it. It was you. It was you. I don't give a damn if you're a woman or a man. It was you. But I don't feel like you got what you wanted. And I feel like you had to fight to see through a situation. Definitely could have been with a water, earth, fire sign. I feel like the battle wasn't worth it. I feel like you didn't come out victorious and you're in a level of I have to accept it and move on. Some of you already had to deal with this situation. You had to deal with it. Nobody else but you. You did. And now you're seeing it for what it is. I feel like that's telling me when it comes to the foundation being basically not sturdy or sticking around. I feel like you had to come to the exception of you had to kind of bury the hatchet and accept what is for what it is. Some of you know that was the key. Others of you could also be trying to focus or strategize on something work related. Whether some of you could be wondering if you're investing in something work related or if it's gonna work out. Some of you could be wondering if there's something you put your time and invest into, is it gonna work out or am I wasting my time type energy? You go back and forth with this energy a lot. Some of you really want to see something change. but at the same time, you wonder if the value is going to show up. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you also may feel like they might have come towards you because they always wanted money. Some of you may have come to that conclusion. Definitely could have been a Leo, could have been any sign for that matter, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Definitely could have been Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Whatever the situation is, I feel like emotionally you have to step back and accept it. Kind of take or pursue action carefully with being patient, of recognizing what it's not worth the building. It's not worth building with. Go towards new love. You might have dealt with somebody that was a good, I feel like you dealt with a bullshit artist. I'm going to say it. I feel like some of you dealt with a bullshit artist. And I think you're aware of this. You might have dealt with somebody that was either really, really good at telling you one thing and showing up to do another. And if it wasn't that, it was that. I feel like I feel like you got swindled. The correct word is somebody swindled you. Somebody made you feel like you were going to be a part of them emotionally when they either still were not working towards you or they're working towards something else behind your back. I feel like somebody was behind your back, or just they might have had too much emotional shit to work through, and they threw that at you and gave you this land, this cup of bullshit kind of attitude is what I'm feeling. And I think you learned from it. I think it taught you a valuable lesson. Sometimes the best lesson is to trust yourself more than anything. Look at this. Trust yourself more than anything. And I feel like you're doing that at this time. Some of you aren't really wanting to be bothered too much. You're also maybe wanting to manifest or travel, or knowing it might be the best. Some of you may feel like you have to leave or move, whether it's back home or it's back to a different, just a new area. Some of you, I get this, wanting to go towards a new area or not wanting to feel you have like, I need to move or I need to travel energy. I hope it's not like some of you where you are, it reminds you of that person or vice versa, whatever that's about. Some of you could also feel like it's been taking too long for you to move or for you to get to where you want to find happiness. Happiness with what? With love, or establish the right communications. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't with the person. If it was a fire, earth, or water sign, it probably ain't with that person. And I feel like the message for you is you've got to commit to knowing that, not having nights where it upsets you. Stubbornly just trust that it's completed, that it's over. I feel the need to say, don't look back at a situation that wasn't really giving you the proper investment when it comes to opening their heart or loving you correctly. It isn't worth feeling like this. Some of you, this is not the way to feel. If you were meant to feel that way, then why, if that was what was supposed to be done, then why did the situation get cut or removed from you? The passion. Maybe it was just a sex-based connection, because that's what's also coming out. Some of you may have communicated, had sex with somebody, and then all of a sudden they're gone. That's what it's showing me. Wow. Maybe wanted to work. Some of you didn't have to have sex. Maybe that was the goal to get to, but it didn't get that far. So I'm getting like it either didn't get that far, it might have saved yourself on that aspect of it, or it did get that far, and then all of a sudden it ain't worth it. It ain't working. It ain't here no more. It's renting too much space in your head. Like, what the hell is that? That's what I'm feeling about this. I feel like you need to trust yourself and say goodbye. Say goodbye. Look at this. Move on, because you're more worthy than you. Nobody can take away from you what you have yet to gain, or what you have yet to learn, for whoever that's for. Don't let anybody keep you stuck. Endings teach us how to have beautiful self-respect, open up, and become happy all over again. There's no reason we need to delay a situation like that. And when we delay a situation like that, we're only slowing down our true connection with the next beautiful manifestation that can be solid. That's what I'm going to say. Others of you could have been having struggles at home with kids. Something about struggles at home with kids as well. That's what I got for Pisces. Okay, we're going to keep going in a minute. All right, thank you guys for being here. Let's keep going. Here we go. All right, so we did water signs. Who should we do next? I think we're going to do, well, we got a lot of earth energy. So we're going to start with earth. We're going to go back to the top and start with Taurus. We had a lot of earth, fire energy, and water. So Pisces, you could have dealt with a Scorpio, Cancer. You definitely could have dealt with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. The only energy I was feeling, if it was an air sign for that sign, before we do Taurus, for Cancer, if there was an air sign you dealt with, it either was very short-lived or the communication was junk. Like that's what it showed me in the tarot, but I didn't say it. All right, here we go. Let's go to Taurus. It seems very short-lived. All right, here we go. That's why I didn't even bother. Ooh, that sugar is getting in that hole in my mouth. Oh my God. Oh, I can't wait for that to heal. This thing should be healed by now. I should have told the guy, yo, sew it. I don't know why I didn't. That was foolish. Here we go. Taurus, health and career. Somebody wrote health and career. Thank you. We're going to do that one. It's the first one I seen. Health and career for Taurus. What's the deal with health and career? Start with, show me anything you can for Taurus and just work it. Base it off of health and career if possible. What's going on for Taurus? Some of you may have had to turn down a water sign, fire sign. Could have been a Leo, or some of you may have felt. Somebody may have felt like somebody could be trying to check if what they did was worth it, whether it's you or them. I feel like there could have been conversation. Whatever sign you dealt with, I feel like there was communication. Not only do I feel like there was communication, I feel like there was, clarify it. Communication, ideas shared. Yes. Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. So somebody may have come back around and let you talk. What is this? Somebody from the past. I feel like somebody you already dealt with this happened with. They might have listened to you more than you listened to them, or they may have. I don't know why I feel that way. But that's what I'm seeing here. Let's keep going. I love when they stand up. I love when they stand up. It definitely could have been I'm going to tell you, it could have been a fire sign, water sign, air sign. Fire, water, or air sign. I do get the energy this person's not emotionally feeling fulfilled, whoever it is. So this person, man or woman, this is man or woman energy. They may not be fulfilled. I feel like they're not fulfilled when it comes to love or situations that of the past. They hold on. I feel like somebody's trying to release regrets. Release regrets. They're really striving for balance in their life as well. Could be a man that's striving for balance. Or it's balance or direction. Something about balance and direction. Somebody's having, I get a man could be having, a man, or you could be viewing somebody having a hard time coping with what? Maybe emotional situations or seeing things build. I'm gonna say this. I'm dropping this here on purpose. I feel like it's happiness. I feel like there's an energy around you that might not be in the happiest feeling when it comes to love and celebrations. I feel like emotionally they want to be there for the Taurus that's watching this. But I feel like when it comes down into the pit of the stomach, they know they're not there. Or they feel like they know they're not getting that victory. I'm getting a lot of energy on the outside of you. Somebody's working towards getting a victory. Or bringing their emotions back up. Or coming back to life. Some of you guys, it's with something they're struggling to release that emotionally burdens them. That they just can't. They can't get it. It feels, I get the energy like it feels stuck to them. Or I've got two weird readings here. So it's like somebody could feel stuck to a situation and feel like they're not getting ahead of it. And secretly they want to be happy, but they're struggling to be happy. This is somebody close around you. Then I also get this energy where there could be a woman it could be a woman and a woman thing where I don't know, sister, mother, brother. It feels like sister. It feels like daughter, mother kind of energy. What I'm getting on that is it just feels like a daughter knows that a mother's not getting the communication or seeing love show up the way the mother wants it to be. Okay, let's keep going. I ain't gonna say too much. That's what I'm feeling on this. Here we go. Somebody feels like emotionally. Somebody could feel like you've emotionally changed a lot, Taurus. Somebody around you. Or that you don't emotion. This is going to be for some. Don't make this your story. This is going to be for some. I feel the energy around you. Like a Taurus feels like somebody doesn't either emotionally open up. And I do feel like it's somebody younger than you feels like you don't open up, or vice versa. Cross watchers read. This is strange. The Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands. They want to see that change or build. Okay. Somebody feels like they hold back. Somebody feels like someone's holding back. Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Somebody feels as if stubbornly they're holding back. And I feel like it's with their heart. Even so, somebody may tell somebody around you may tell you they're good and happy. This could be a child. This could be a mother, something like that. And I do feel like I'm reading both scenarios, whether you're a Taurus or I'm getting the cross watchers energy of somebody that cares about another sign. Could be a fire sign, water sign, air sign, cross watcher, whatever that's about. Maybe an earth sign, but it feels like fire, air, or water. Maybe earth, maybe earth. I've got everything here. It's anyways, the Ace of Swords with the Chariot. Somebody just feels like somebody's holding back or keeping themselves restricted when it comes to emotional change or excitement. They don't want to see somebody feeling that way. I feel like somebody feels like they're back and forth, or they're very career focused more than fighting for maybe love right now. I feel like instead of fight, they're not fighting for love. They're not fighting for love. That's what I'm going to tell you. I feel like somebody feels like that. Every time I get love, the Page of Cups, there's no love or no strength for it. They could be fighting for themselves, their own situations, trying to release things that bother them with stability, or not working towards getting balance when it comes to love, dropping it on the Ace of Cups reversed. And that's the transition this person needs. There's somebody around you, Taurus, that even if you can still be in love with yourself and happy with yourself. That doesn't mean you're not lonely. And I feel like that's the energy around Taurus. Somebody's fucking lonely or upset from the past. And I feel like they would just lie about how they feel. Somebody, they're struggling to accept maybe what had went on in the past, where they are today, or why they're not getting the love or the happiness. Why, if they weren't struggling to feel that way, I don't feel like that it would be the thought process they deal with. The Death card with I get the Death card with the past. I feel like they're still trying to work out things that bother them. And I think they know they need to work on this or change that. Kind of spin the wheel in that direction, move in that direction. And I feel like they need to do it. And I definitely feel like it's a close connection to you. Could be a daughter, mother, sister, friend, something like that. They're trying to figure out what do I do, or how do I go towards it? But I feel like they definitely, it could be an air sign around you. They could have air placements or be an air sign, and they're struggling to get balance or move in that direction. They also may feel like they invest in all the wrong options, or wonder why the communication starts and stops. Definitely could be with a fire, air sign, whatever. This is what I'm getting for you. A lot of them are trying to stay busy and not be mentally frustrated. Side message, some of you guys, if this is a message of them coming towards you or the way they view you, they don't want to see you upset or stuck with things, or having to, basically, they may not want to be in the way, or I get this, like they want to see excitement for you, but also want to be excited within themselves. And I feel like they struggle to have the excitement more than you. This story's getting me. I'm done. We're done. So I just feel like I mowed your whole lawn. I'm done. Like I don't know, Taurus. It's too much. Like I kind of want to play that one back because I couldn't shut up. But we're gonna move on. All right, let's keep going. Wow, that one was like everywhere. My Tauruses aren't usually like that. I don't think. I don't really typically remember. So here we go. Let's go to the next sign. Taurus or Virgo, and then Capricorn. Virgo. Oh, my mouth is killing. Damn sugar. Thanks for being here and hitting the like button. I greatly appreciate it. All right, here we go. All right, Virgo. Make it easy, Virgo. Be easy on it, brother. Right there. Here we go. What do we got for Virgo? What's the message for Virgo? Anybody want to throw something out there? Anybody want to throw something out there? Specific, like not so specific, but Virgo. Let me see if anybody puts anything on the table. Well, hello, KC. Hey, Heather. What's up, Virgo Voyager? Relationship, older, whatever comes. You guys are liking the whatever comes out, huh? All right. Some of you could feel at a stalemate with things shifting or changing. Some of you could feel like they're shifting or changing and want to see that build. Some of you want to see that build. Some of you also clarify that some of you may have had to cut out, I'm going to say it, a toxic, it looks like brother, mother, father. It's either a toxic connection, you may have had to cut it out, or just keep a distance from it. The Emperor with the Devil reversed and the Empress. I feel like you were aware of this. And I feel like at this time, Virgo's like, I'm just going to mind my business and look in the other direction. Maybe it was with a Leo or somebody you had a lot of love for. I feel like you lost the patience with this situation. Or the person wasn't very patient to begin with, whoever that's for. Something about either you lost the patience with it, or they just, it just felt like it was not, something wasn't changing, transitioning, moving, wasn't being able to form connection back to each other. Okay, let's keep going for Virgo. What's going on? Bunch in the deck. Let's go. Let's go. You both were going back and forth with this too, Virgos, what that tells me. One didn't trust the other. One didn't trust the other. This is what the message is. Look at, boom. Somebody thought about trying to fix it or wanting to mend a relationship. Could be brother and sister. Could be your son, your daughter. What the fuck? I don't know. All right, this is getting kind of like surprising me with what I'm seeing. But that 5 of Pentacles, and then you have this. Nobody was willing to fight. Something about this is too much. I almost want to say, like, if you didn't have a tantrum towards them, they would provoke that towards you, and you might have spewed back out what you didn't want to them, or you just knew to block and ignore. It was either, maybe it went, I get the energy on you, Virgo, like some of you would have been higher than it and just ignored it. Others of you would have been like, no, you're going to hear my voice, and spoke back and let that, kind of play tic-tac-toe, but nobody's winning kind of energy, whatever that's about. Here we go. Some of you guys could also be passionately missing somebody and trying to get over that. King of Wands, the 9 of Cups, and then the Death card in reverse. I feel like you're trying to get over the endings or the loss of the loss of a person or situation in life. I feel like you're working through that right now. I feel like you're trying not to be. I get this. I don't want to be stressed out with money or the losses of things that have happened. Oh man, this is sad. I feel like you're fighting for that, but you're also fighting for happiness. So some of you, the message I'm getting, you could be sad over a situation, or that's how they view you. They're sad over not being able to fix it with you. So it's either you're sad over a situation, or they feel sad about a situation that couldn't align. Somebody just didn't trust it. This is like, I don't trust you. I don't trust it. Energy all over it. This person you might have known since you were a child or very young, by the way. And I feel like I'm talking to you. Like you've known this person for a long, long time. Some of you, you may be a Virgo moon or rising, by the way. For whatever reason, I have to say that. Yeah, I do feel like you're emotionally not trying to get to it, and you're also trying to restructure foundations or not feel left out when it comes to finances and love. I feel like you're wanting to see both show up. Some of you, you're okay with an ending, but you're wanting to build. Hermit, clarify the Hermit. Hermit's upright. Some of you, the message is you want to build towards things that are going to make you happy, and you're all set with endings. This is like I'm going to start working on myself or aiming to please things that are going to work out for me. That's what I'm going to rush towards. As far as the past, I feel like you're cool and content with saying, nah, you can stay behind me. You kind of like, nah, you can stay behind me energy. Emotionally, I don't feel like you want to be burdened or bothered by it. I feel like that doesn't excite you. I feel like new things excite you. If you went towards the past, clarify with the bottom, you would move out of it. So and truth and clarity on the other side. I feel like if you went towards something you've already tried to deal with, you would leave faster than it starts, or it would leave you faster than it starts. And you're aware of that kind of energy. I feel like you know that. I feel like you know that. I feel like you sit back. You've already learned your lessons with the situation, whoever that's for. Some of you, it's an earth sign, could be an air sign, could go to the bottom. Definitely could be an earth sign, air sign, by the way. Earth, air. One more and one more. Air again, air. Definitely could have been an air sign, or they have air placements. Air or earth. That's what I'm seeing on you. Clarify the High Priestess upright. What's going on for zodiac sign of Virgo? Some of you could feel like it was just too combative. I just feel like you knew you were never going to get through to a situation. I feel like internally or maybe even psychically, you knew you couldn't persuade a person to look at your view. They were only stuck on their shit. And emotionally, I do feel like this was somebody close to you. Give me something else. What's going on? Show me something for Virgo. Okay, I feel like you just dealt with somebody that was very stubborn. It's very stubborn, extremely stubborn. And that's probably why you had to release the situation. I feel like you've recognized, something. Somebody knows that, like, the person they dealt with, they weren't going to change. You knew that there was no secret, that the person was going to lie, and the judgment would just be, it basically keep going in circles of crap. I feel like you're more focusing on fighting or looking for changes in stability, financially, and in love. Others of you could have been also put out of a work situation via health problems, or been taking care of somebody with health-related issues. Something like that is what it's showing me. As far as you moving towards something of the past, reconciliation, I feel like you've probably said no, or you're working towards making sure it stays that way. When it comes to reconciliation, you're like, no. When it comes to taking a risk, this tells me no. I feel like this is you saying no. This is you walking away for good. This is you moving on, taking a risk in a new direction. That's what I see for Virgo. Maybe you blocked them. That does feel like either you would say no, or the person's completely blocked. They're basically in the shadow. They're in your shadows. That like you're not letting them in. Something like that. Here we go. Okay. All right. Capricorn. Here we go. Welcome in, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Please remember to hit that like button. Thank you, Yolanda. I appreciate that. We're going to do Capricorn in just a minute. We'll leave that up for a minute. Oh, we'll do Capricorn in a minute. I hope you guys are all having a lovely Sunday. The women and the men that watch. Hope you're all having a lovely Sunday. I am almost out of cigarettes. Whew. Okay, Capricorn in a minute. I'm going to sit this one out for a minute. I'm not going to smoke the whole cigarette. I'm just going to take a minute. Let's see what we get on Capricorn. Let's ask anybody in the chat real quick. Trippy Sage, I saw your comment in the last live about asking a question. I'm probably going to go live tonight for the members and answer questions. So I don't know if I screenshotted it. I think I did screenshot it, so you probably won't have to rewrite it. But I could answer you here right now, but I'll answer you when I go live for the members tonight. Really, the answer is probably not what you're expecting. So, but I'm going to call that a push. So we'll get to it when I talk to you in that live. All right. Capricorn, I'm going to shuffle. It's about 56 degrees here. It's about 56. What do we got for Capricorn? Capricorn. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. It'll be gone in a couple days. I've got some ibuprofen 800. And I was like, yo, because that guy like butchered my mouth. Like that tooth was buried. And I'm like, he tried to stop after like so many needles in my mouth because it was that buried. And I was glad he did that, even though I'm like, this seems more than the last time. But I knew that was the worst one to come out. And I waited way too long. And I knew it was going to hurt because I knew it was already not just impacted. It had a little infection. So I'm like, it's got to go. I'm on antibiotics, ibuprofen 800. But I was like, I don't like taking pills. I'm not a person for pills. And I was just like, you know something? If it's not strong enough, I'm going back and tell them, give me something stronger. But I haven't had to. But I can tell you, like, the pills are supposed to work. The ibuprofen 800 is supposed to work for like 4 to 6 hours. Right at 4 hours, I feel like thunder in my mouth. It's like, oh my god, like somebody's hitting me in the side of the face. And then food tries to get it. It's just ridiculous, you know. But it'll go away in a couple of days. I just know it was really deep. When he tried to stop, I'm like, I already told you I ripped the top one out. That one's coming out right now. I should have been smart and said, stitch it. Because he said, I'm not going to stitch it. I said, oh, no. Stitch it up. You stitch the other side up. I want this side stitched. But I was like, you know what? If it takes too long, I have to go get my kid off the bus. The dentist I go to is not that close to my house. It's about 40 minutes away. All right. Capricorn, we're going to do you. Ready? Capricorn. Here we go. Capricorn. Some of you guys are just waiting. Some of you Capricorns are waiting the arrival of happiness to come, either to show up or for you to start playing with it again. That I'm going to tell you, if you're single, that's what you're doing. You're sitting back, taking care of business, whether you're single with no kids or you have children. So some of you are really focused on the plans ahead for you. If you're single, I feel like you could travel If you're not single, I feel like you could want to travel with family. If you hold off on traveling, it's probably because you're trying to be decisive about what's going to work and what's not career wise for the single mom or dad out there. Feels more like a mother. All right, let's keep going. I feel like that pertains to you if you have kids under the age of like 14, 15, whether they're all along the lines of young to up to that age, something like that. Let's keep going. Oh, the card I had was this: judgments and making the decisions. Or some of you are just waiting for the arrival, whether you're waiting for it to come towards you or waiting to move towards it. Keep going. What's it for Capricorn? I saw the four. So the four of coins reversed. A lot of it has to do with the stability or having the. Some of you, you're more focused on your stability than the approaching love. I don't get that you're worried about it coming towards you. I don't feel like you're worried about it coming towards you. Somehow, some of you aren't wanting to be distracted by the past scenarios in love, is what this is telling me with that Three of Swords. Clarify the Three of Swords because it is upright. What is this? So things you once had a lot of passion for, or you felt like it was, I feel like there was something you felt like it might have disregarded you, and you got the truth and clarity that it was just time to move on. If it wasn't fighting for you, you said, well, guess what? It's okay. You don't have to manifest my way. I'll stubbornly not look that way or rush towards you. Some of you are aware of that. Something may not have been fighting for you. So you committed to accepting the changes. And look at this and moving on, Capricorn. And I feel like you, honestly, it's because you recognized something wasn't coming around full circle. You might have seen something that was not showing up full circle that you kind of were ready to willing to entertain. And then it came to where one thing happened. Whether you had to walk away or they walked away from you, whatever the story is for you, Capricorn, I feel like you accepted it. I feel like you've accepted it. This tells me you've moved on and you don't want it to get in the way of your happiness. Some of you may have also felt like they were juggling you or lying to you about a situation. So you had to look away. I feel like you had to look away. You didn't want the stress of it and you cut ties with them or stopped communicating with them completely, or they did this to you. A lot of you guys could have been really focused on getting your career off the ground. I feel like telling you getting your career off the ground or wanting to travel, but travel's been delayed, whatever that's about. Something about getting a career off the ground, putting work into something. But at the same time, every time you want to go towards a direction, it feels like it comes to an abrupt halt. Some of you don't want to emotionally be bothered with it either, especially if it has to do anything with love. If love came towards you back and forth, it's there one minute, it's gone the next minute when it comes to building. I feel like Capricorn's just tired of being felt like an option. And you're saying, the hell with that. I'm not going to pay any mind to that. I'm not going to let that keep me stuck here. I feel like you've strengthened up with communication. I feel like you know if the communication is going to either ghost you or leave you behind, and it's something you were really drawn to or attached to, you're recognizing, you're trusting that you recognize, you're seeing through the deceptive energy of a situation, Capricorn. You're definitely seeing through it. Secrets cannot be hidden from you. You're well aware of this right now. And this is your card. I feel like you know that things weren't equal. Things weren't showing up the way you wanted to, and you don't want to be hung up on it. This tells me you don't even want to give it, you don't really want to focus on it. I get like, I'm not going to focus on it because emotionally it was unhealthy and it's behind me. It's behind me. I think you're getting a lot of clarity on, clarify this. Some of you are getting a lot of clarity on what you want to see work out for you or just accepting what is for the time being. A lot of you have the energy where I want to produce more. I want to become either more excited or creative, work invested, or be able to invest more in my family or even in myself. But I don't want to be distracted. I get like, I don't want to be distracted by the past. You're like, nope, I've moved on from that. And it's not going to emotionally conflict me. I need to build towards one thing, and it's balance. And if it doesn't come at me balanced, I'll cut that out. I emotionally will not be receptive, and I'll focus on my stability and building in that direction. Kind of like I feel like you're being a boss. You have like a boss mentality, and you're not going to play with anything that mentally throws you off. Who's not going to allow that? You. Because you know it's better to walk away from situations that make you feel trapped and head towards the victories for yourself or for the ones you care for. That's what I see for you. Gave you every card, but I feel like you're very attentive to that right now. And some of you, you've been attentive for over a year, something like that. Some of you, it was a situation with a man and them not putting in the work with the children. You feeling like they always want to go out or they're never here. I'm always doing everything, or they don't do anything at all. They don't even involve themselves. Whatever. That's what I'm getting off that. Here we go to the next sign. Okay, let's keep going. Here we go. All right. Let's do. Who should we do next? Let's ask. I gotta wait until somebody says something. Who should we do next? All right. I think we'll do air signs next. I guess we'll do air signs next. Gemini, you're up. Gemini, then Libra, then Aquarius. Gemini. Some of you Geminis might have seen a lot of shifts around you. I have two things. So some of you Geminis have been moving away from situations, people, places that make you feel uncomfortable, not putting the effort or the time there. That's not in these cards. That's me feeling what's going on with you psychically. Some of you are going through that. Others of you are watching people leave or go on to take on a new journey, or you're getting ready to do that, or you're trying to figure out the focus. Does it work? Does it not? Keep going. I feel like you're really wanting to focus on something. Some of you are trying to focus on if where you are is keeping you stuck, or keeping things that make you feel like it keeps you stuck, not having it be the focus. Okay, here we go, Gemini. I don't know what it is about you and that moving energy, but I feel like if there's something that makes you feel uncomfortable, you try to keep it at a distance, but get away from it a lot. Here we go. Gemini. What's here for Gemini? Gemini. Ooh, almost went off the table. Some of you could feel like you were, some of you might have felt like, whether it was a relationship or something you played around with for a while. Some of you, I do feel like the first words are correct, relationship. Even though it's person on their own, I feel like you felt like something wasn't fighting for you or working with you. And it does feel like it was a relationship. I feel like it was making you feel, I get like you felt like at a disadvantage in a situation for some of you. You may have also felt like emotionally, some of you might have felt like something wasn't fighting for something you cared about emotionally. This could be they weren't fighting for you emotionally, opening up emotionally, fighting for you and your family emotionally, something like that. I feel like when it came to wanting to see something switch in emotions, clarify, Gemini. I knew it. I should have taken it. It's the same card, and it jumped out, and it was facing me. The Nine of Swords, I feel like you don't want it to bother you anymore. I feel like you're ready to sacrifice for a lot of change. Man, I can't stand when that. I love it, but I hate it. The card's staring at me, and I'm like, I know I should take it. And I shuffle. It doesn't show it to me. I flip over, and it's the same Nine of Swords in reverse with the Tower. I have a love-hate relationship with that with the tarot. I'm not gonna lie, I do. Oh, emotionally, I feel like you're fighting for changes. And I get something with changes with the direction, whether it's with moving towards something that's going to make you happy in love, or not being upset with the things that haven't changed in the love genre of your life. And I also feel like emotionally, you focus on the passion or being happy for the long haul, something about for the long road. Some of you have already dealt with what's done is done. You could have definitely dealt with I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling. Air sign and what I'm seeing. Another air sign. It could have been a fire sign. maybe a water sign. All right, let's keep whatever it was. I feel like there's no commitment. The commitment's very choppy or non-existent. Go to the bottom. Somebody felt like it wasn't playing fair. I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you, or you both did this to each other, mirrored each other with that energy. Somebody may have felt that way, where it's like it's not playing fair. Kind of feel mirror energy on that. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like somebody felt like every time they wanted to open up their heart or have those words of kindness, there was a reason it didn't work out. This is a relationship. This is somebody you had a strong bond with at one time. That's what this relationship tells me. And I just feel like it got stuck and somebody wouldn't emotionally open up or emotionally commits to trying to be too controlling. And that's what screwed up the building. That's why the horse is upside down. That's why it's like somebody's knows stubbornly, I don't want to be with somebody who wants to control the narrative. I want to work. I feel like Gemini, it's like I got to work with somebody that works with me, but not against me. Or somebody, it's like you don't want to work with somebody that makes you feel like 1 minute they want to pick you up just to put you down, build you up to put you down. That's shit. Anybody that does anything like that to a person. And I feel like you're really looking back at the things that, clarify that. Yeah, I feel like you're looking back at the time of a situation. Some of you could, if you're older, I get the energy like some of you are identifying with an somebody older than you kind of warned you about this and you didn't listen. Something about somebody older than you might have warned you about this and you didn't listen to the communication and now you're thinking about it. Now you might be recognizing, shit, I should have listened, because at the end of the day, I am not happy with the I'm going to say the verdict, the outcome, the way things went down, and it does feel like I just get it was very back and forth. What was very back and forth? Your communication. It was either very back and forth, very childlike, or like negative, too freaking negative. So every time you wanted to play with it or they tried to come along and say something, I feel like it stressed you out and it made you not want to work with the individual. I feel like this is what's happened. And a lot of you could also be really focused on your stability or the next direction with your stability or making the right choices that are going to make you happy. That's what I see Gemini's kind of focusing on right now. I feel like the happiness is the key. I feel like that's the key for you. Happiness and the new excitement in love. Some of you know that the only thing that's slowing down happiness right now is recognizing I have to accept what was, communicate it, kind of communicate what I want or tell myself where I want to see myself be. Because I've realized I've come to a conclusion, an ending. I've dealt with something. I just feel like you've dealt with something that won't shift, that won't change at all. Something that it won't change. It's whether they feel like you won't change or you feel like they won't change. Whatever it is, somebody's got walls up. Somebody has walls up. So when it comes to a reconciliation, I feel like emotionally at times one wants it and the other one may say they want it when they really don't know what they want. Whether that's you or them, it does look like them. Somebody could also be afraid to move away from it. What? Somebody could be afraid to move away from it, is what this tells me. To let the ending be what it is. To move on and to build their foundation on their own. They may already know what the situation is, but they're still stuck on the past. Sometimes you can look at the past for too long and you miss the boat on the next best thing. Maybe it goes right over your head because you're holding back from moving on. And who could be doing that? That could be you, Gemini. You might need to take some risks. Get the strength to take some risks. Endure the new celebrations. I get the energy like some of you could also end up with new celebrations, or people could want to approach you. You may be too busy, or you might decide if you want to communicate with them. You may have to be careful about how you let people invest their time in you or how much you invest your time in them, or be careful with what they tell you. Some of you that could be around love or home. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Love. I get love or career, not love or home. Maybe home. I said home, maybe home, but it feels like love. Be careful with the love situations or career. Something about career is important. Somebody may try to tell you something. I feel like you can't trust it. And you're going to come to seeing this. I feel like you're going to see this or recognize that it's faulty. There's downright dirty. Some of you also could come to the conclusion that you may need to start new somewhere else to get balance. Might not be right away, but eventually I think that's the direction you're going. You could be dealing with somebody that, like, all they do is put daggers in people, or all they care about is themselves. I hate to say that, but that's what I'm seeing. That's what I see for Gemini. Okay, let's keep going. Here we go. We're going to do Libra in a second. Libra. Libra. Where you at? All right. All right. I hope you guys are enjoying these messages. I really do. Libra. Here we go. Libra. Libra, what's going on? Libra. Ooh, itchy nose. Play a scratch ticket, Libra. If you don't gamble and it's a problem, don't play a scratch ticket. If you do something. Luck might be on your side. I got that like lucky tingle in my nose. Whatever that's about. Some of you, it's not with a reconciliation. The luck isn't with that so far. I feel like you're emotionally withdrawing from worrying about that. That's kind of what, like, I feel like you don't worry about it. I'm gonna show you. You don't worry about it. I feel like a lot of you Libras are on like this momentum path, and emotionally, you're not gonna let things bother you. I feel like you're not gonna let things bother you. Some of you are trying to work towards the right career endeavor more than more than worrying about your social environments. The next thing that's going to work in career, I feel, is more important. I feel like you think about this all the time. Boom. I feel like you're going to get there. And I do feel like you are emotionally attached to it. I feel like it's career. Seeing things take off in career. I'm going to say it's career or focusing a little more on your health. Some of you could be focusing a little more on your health, working out more, running, something like that. Here we go. Libra. It's some of you had endings with career, and now you're trying to pick up the pieces or balance out that and move towards it. You're definitely trying to move towards something like that for some of you. Some of you, either you had endings with a career or you may have endings with a career soon. Some of you have accepted. I get that you've accepted this, though. You may have a little bit of doubt or fear about moving on or the next big project, thing that works for you. But I feel like you've accepted this. I feel like if something was removed for you, or you remove whether it removed itself from you, or you removed yourself from a career or got fired, something like that, whatever happened, I feel like you've got to just trust taking the risks. Truth and clarity, you got to trust taking the risks. Just go in the direction of what feels right. Clarify anything you can for Libra. I feel like I told you already. I feel like luck may be on your side. I feel like you're gonna find what you're looking for. I feel like you're gonna find what you're looking for. Clarify anything you can for Libra. Why? Why that? One more. What do we got here for Libra? What are you trying to tell me for them? Show me. Show me what the message is for Libra. You got way more than one, and I'm giving you the first one to hit the floor. Okay. It's Libra. I don't know. Maybe this is right, wrong. Did you deal with an air sign? Everything that wanted to show up is air. The Queen of Swords, the Five of Swords reversed, the Two of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Somebody may feel like they weren't, whether you dealt with an air sign or any sign, you may feel like somebody wasn't fighting for you. That's the energy I see on the table. Somebody wasn't fighting for you. You had to cut it out. Emotionally, I feel like emotionally you felt like they were attached to other things versus the focus on you. You could have dealt with somebody that just comes off. I feel like a man came off towards you, emotionally closed off, and didn't communicate very well with you. And I feel like that put you back, kind of humbled you to focus on family or career. Some of you, this is a cross watchers read. I'm getting cross watchers energy for some reason. It could be like the cross watcher feels that way towards a Libra. It could be, I'm going to say it, the emperor I'm staring at could be a woman feels that way towards a man. And you could be a cross watcher. Let's keep going. When it comes to judgments and emotional outcomes, somebody feels betrayed. Whether it's the man or the woman in a family situation, or somebody that was wanting to see this come together or stick around. Whatever. All right, keep going. I got to give you this pile. Definitely feel like it's an air sign. Could be an air sign, water sign, earth sign. Air, water, earth. But whatever it is, I feel like the communication there were no breakthroughs. The Three of Hearts with a Page of Swords. I feel like every time somebody tried to work for the communication, it didn't happen. Or clarify this on the Judgment. It didn't happen because the Judgment card, I just picked the card off the bottom, is with the Victory in reverse. I feel like somebody's leaving it behind or feels like it doesn't want to fight for them. Whether you've come to that, and whether you've come to identifying that, or the person, the party you invested in, the lover you invested in, came to identifying that, is what it's telling me. Somebody put this down. Basically, the torch, the flame is burned out. There's no more, the candle is no longer lit type energy. And I feel like you know that this person may come off like they're too busy or like they don't like to communicate. That's how you would know who this person is. You also may, Libra, that's how you know. And you could be really fighting to strive with stability or career at this time. And you just showed up as that came out and not wanting to be pulled in a direction that's not playing with you. I feel like you're mostly trying to invest in success in the new beginnings of love. That's what I see for you. And I feel like that's the excitement you're rushing towards in the world. That's what I got for Libra. Okay. Here we go. Should we give Libra a little more? I think we will. Give me something else. Libra's energy, real fast. Something else for Libra, real quick. Anything else for Libra? What's the message for Libra? Show me something else for Libra. I don't like to be that guy, but I can't pretend like I don't feel it when I shuffle one time and I see this card. And then I see this card. Some of you are just trying to be emotionally happy with what you have, or that's what you've been working towards for a long time and trying to accept. Others of you are hiding that you're not emotionally happy right now. I totally feel that on your energy, whoever that's for. And I feel like you want to move on from that. You definitely want to move on from that and see changes. And you know that that's the truth. You know that that's the truth. It may feel like the actions when it comes to love aren't showing up at your door and it's your turn to have the chance of luck. It's almost like you could feel like if you played spin the bottle never lands on you, whether you're single, whether you're apart from a relationship, or whether you're in a relationship that just isn't creating together the way you want it to be. Oh, whatever that is. Something about the judgment. The judgment in this situation, clarify it. Clarify something for Libra. Give me something. What do we got? One shuffle. Let's go. Okay. The judgment feels like something's over. And like you have to start over, and that's how you receive balance, is moving on. You have move on energy. I don't feel like emotionally this was easy. It may need to be communicated, whether it's you that needed to move on or somebody needed to do this, or you didn't get the communication. That's what the message could be as well. Somebody might not have communicated. Somebody may have been too busy at work versus opening up emotionally. And Libra could be aware of this and feel like the situation wasn't fighting for them. So I feel like what you did is you might have said, I got to ignore it. I've already been patient with it, but I need to go after what I'm passionate about and not let a situation keep me stuck or thrown off balance. I see it for what it is, but it's not going to stop me from building my happiness. I can't be run over by a truck any more than I have been. I stressed on the situation too much, and I think you know. That's why now it's coming to this is like shit or get off the pot energy. The ace of cups. Somebody needs to shit or get off the pot in a situation, or they did, and now they're trying to manifest the better things in life. Something about that, the star card and the fool card. Somebody may be well aware of that. I feel like this has been on the mind for a while. Give me something else for Libra. Somebody knows something has to be cut out. Whether you know it or they know it. Somebody knows something isn't working and it's getting in the way of my happiness and it's got to go. That's what this reading tells me for Libra. And I feel like Libra's been aware of it. There's very crappy communication or barely any. But the decision is somebody stubbornly needs to, do what's best for them. Clarify why that's here. And then we're going to end this for Libra. You got to come to the ending. Somebody knows that they're in an unhealthy situation or environment, whether it's you or the cross watcher, or they were. You might have already dealt with this. Somebody knows that's what it was, and it's time to let it go, move on. Before that is this. There's no more passion. I feel like either you're fending for yourself or that's what happened. They didn't care about you and worked on themselves. You might have done the same thing, recognized, shit, person ain't working for me. It's just not showing up kind of energy. It's just not shifting in the way that it's supposed to. And it's causing too much anxiety. And I don't want to be stuck here anymore. This is you telling me I don't want to be stuck here anymore. And I know that I need to let it go. I don't think it was the most easiest thing to say goodbye to, or will be. But I feel like somebody knows that's the message. Somebody's already went through this. And emotionally, they know that if they don't do anything, all it's going to do is resurface the same heartbreak or the same outcome over and over again. Also, somebody emotionally ignores it. Somebody emotionally ignores it or stubbornly feels like, I feel like somebody stubbornly feels like they know in a relationship you were lying to them and they were lying to you. Whoever that's for, I feel like somebody knows that. I'm done. I'm sorry, Libra, but that's what I've got. I feel like there was too much. Nope. Too much of it. All right, we're going to move on to the next sign. Whew, okay, that's wild. Whoever that might have hit home with. Libra. Next sign. Aquarius in a minute. Hey, everybody. Okay. Aquarius, you might have dealt with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Potentially could have dealt with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. What's here? Let's go. What's here for Aquarius? Could still be dealing with them. I just heard could still be dealing with them. Somebody out there could still be dealing with them. Let's see what the story is. Somebody wants more passion. I feel like somebody wants more passion. Not only passion, communication. They're hoping to see communication move. I feel like somebody wants communication or to see passion. If you're in a relationship, somebody wants more sex. It's straight up. Whether it's the woman that wants it, the man that wants it, somebody wants to open that, be more. Somebody may want more vulnerability in a relationship, or better communication, or feel like somebody doesn't vulnerably open up that much. Whatever that's about. What else is here? Clarify anything else I can see. Hold on. Others of you, the side message is, wow. Holy hell. Others of you, the side message, if you are single, love, there's no secret, love may come in towards you. I have to tell you what I feel like could be happening. I feel like you've said goodbye. You've thrown something off a cliff. You've said goodbye. You've moved on. You've put a deadbolt on the door. You've ended a relationship, or if they ended it with you, I feel like you're all set kind of energy. I get like I'm all set with it. You're not gonna bother me energy for that single person. But I also feel like love, you're either gonna be excited soon about love coming towards you, or I get this weird like you may get surprised. Whether it's a surprise, I don't know if it's an invitation or it's a situation where love just, I feel like whatever you were dealt with is bringing in something new. I feel like you have the opportunity. If you put yourself in the right place, you may see something new show up or become that. I do feel like, honestly, you had just gotten out of a relationship probably within 6 months or a year, maybe a year and a half max. As short as 3 months, maybe. I don't know. I just feel like you're going to start seeing that passion is on the go. Like I feel like opportunities are coming. I have to tell you what I'm feeling. I feel like you weren't even working towards this or seeing this come in, and then bam, it's here. There's the changes. Whether you got thrown out the window, they threw your ass out the 3-story window, you threw their ass out the 3-story window. Whoever you threw out the window that's on fire, I feel like changes or balances is coming in, and you weren't expecting it. Some of you might have had to throw out an earth sign, air sign, or they threw you out. Others of you are very focused on stability or wanting to see it take off more. I feel like you're wanting to see it take off more. You also could be saving or getting ready, wanting to, and I feel like you want to save more money so you can buy something down the road. So you can have something. I get this energy like I want to buy something. I want to own something where it brings in a lot of money. So whatever. Here we go. I think you think about this all the time. Getting towards what you want to see change with stability. I always feel like you want to have purchase of something that makes it so you're like, it's almost like if you do something for work and the work stopped, you'd be comfortable because of the side stuff you have. Something like that, whatever that's about. Show me something else. You could have a lot of people coming to you for ideas or wondering what your thoughts are. Some of you, others are thinking, wondering how you're doing emotionally. Some of you, I get worry energy. Some of you, they're not worried. I feel like they're worried. Some of you, somebody could be worried. Could feel like you may get trapped into something else or with somebody else, whatever that's about. Somebody's emotionally worried. Maybe about you moving on for good. I get like this for good energy. I feel like they think about this. They love you and they won't tell you, whatever that's about. Somebody, he needs to hear that. Somebody stresses about this. Could be an air or fire sign around your energy. They stress about an ending, like a quit. Like somebody quits a situation, or the judgment when it comes to playing with it. They play with somebody else, or they're emotionally attached to something else. They could really feel like they need to fight for your attention. Somebody could feel like they need to fight for your attention. I'm going to say it. I feel like they feel like they need to fight for your attention, or they also, if they don't emotionally, somebody could feel like, oh man, I got to fight for the person's attention. Otherwise I'm going to be outed, or I was outed because I didn't do this. This may have already happened. For some of you, this could be something that shows up. There could be kids involved, by the way. And somebody's nervous. I get nervous energy. Somebody's afraid that somebody's going to go take off. Start doing things on their own or separate. Somebody's nervous. Could be a fire. Could be Sagittarius. Could be a Sagittarius. It's nervous about what you're going to do. Are you going to walk away? You're going to stick around? They're stressing over it. Whoever it's for. Somebody's stressing that the situation's not going to stay. I don't feel like they talk about it. There's not enough talking cards on the table. I feel like they hold this within. Whoever this is. Definitely could be a fire sign, air sign, earth sign. Somebody doesn't want to have regrets or doesn't want the past to get in the way as well. They don't want to be stuck with that. And I just get somebody's worried that you may move on. And I feel like it's for good. Somebody could feel like you're going to move on for good from them. Or like, they're not, whoever, if this makes sense, you guys don't communicate a lot. I feel like you do not communicate a lot. Look at this. I'm going to show you. So I have the hangman who's already here with the 10 of swords. Things don't feel correct. Somebody's worried about somebody leaving, moving on, and it not fighting for them. But then I got the love situation. I got the page of wands in reverse. Lack of clarification when it comes to communication. Somebody could feel like they're gonna get cut out in love, or the celebration is only for so long because emotionally the person isn't investing in them, or they hide this within inside of themselves deeply. Something about they deeply hide this in them. That's what I see. I don't know. That's what I feel. Somebody could be dealing with somebody that you guys need to communicate and you're not communicating enough. That was the message. If you're together. If you're not together, we're going to do that right now for you. We're going to do, show me something for the single Aquarius. I want to see what comes out for you guys. No, two that hit the floor. You could be focusing on balance if you're a single Aquarius, or focusing on I'm going to say the materialistic things, and also bossing up type energy, needing to trust something about whatever you're doing. Trust your angle, trust the angles. And I feel like you're trying to figure out the new angle that's going to be add fulfillment or excitement. What? Here we go. Let's go. I feel the need to trust it. I don't feel like it's worrying about love as much as building towards direction that's going to produce more balance. I get like a hard notch stability, like focus on a lot of money, stability. I feel like it's stability. Some of you secretly know that that's what's been the focus for. Some of you let go of a relationship, didn't want to be scorned by the love situation, or worry about being cut out, or the lack of communication, building towards it, because I feel like you're focused on career improvements. I feel like, and you're not wanting to be stuck with things that hold you back or hold you down, make you feel resisted. Things that make you feel resisted, or if somebody could also feel like you're not fighting for a situation and that you're going after things that make you happy. I get this energy, and there you are, that make you happy. So if you're single, the outlook around you is somebody could feel like you're trusting that you need to move on things that make you happy, and not worry about the lack of communication. You're worried about yourself and investing in yourself. I think you've already had to go down the decision of walking away, move on energy, and you are aware of that. You're aware that it was time to move on, to emotionally not be bothered, and to head towards things that are going to make you feel happy with victories, content, excited, floored kind of energy is what I'm seeing for you, for the singles. Anything else for the singles? Show me something else. Singles energy, Aquarius. You're anything that makes you feel stuck, you're not going to let it keep you feeling that way. Whether it's the lack of communication and love, or somebody coming at you passionately, or not showing up at all. I feel like you're not going to let this get in the way right now. Go to the bottom. There you are again. I'm done. I feel like if something tried to come towards you and it bothers you, you'll focus on what you can manifest right now. That could be whether you're with somebody or single. It feels more like I'm pulling on the single energy, and I feel like this is the moon is to remind me you're aware of your own energy. The moon and the King of Pentacles and the way you want to build. I'm done. I don't feel like you're worried about balancing a love situation as much as career stability and honoring yourself right now. And I feel like you're being the boss. Like I've already said in the reading, I'm done. and nothing's gonna. I just get nothing's gonna change my mind. Kind of energy all over your shit. All right, that's what I got for Aquarius. All right, we'll move on. All right, who are we on now? We've done air signs. I believe we've done earth signs. I think we've done earth signs, and I believe we've done water signs. Who are we doing next? Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. Greatly appreciate it. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you want, and turn on that notification bell, please. Thank you very much for doing so. Here we go. Late to the party. Welcome to the party. Welcome. Okay, who are we gonna do? Leo. Leo. What's up, Leos? No, we're not. I lied. Aries. Aries. Here we go. I'm gonna do Aries energy. What's going on? I should shuffle more, but Aries, what's going on, Aries? I'm gonna tell you. Hey, how you doing, JKS 1111? Just keep swimming. Just drive safely. Hopefully my voice isn't too annoying. But here we go. Emotionally at a standoff. Aries, what are you doing? What are you doing, Aries? Emotionally standing off. Where do I go? Kind of feeling it. Do I go this way? Do I not go this way? 10 of you dropped out of here. It's all right, Aries. You can't handle the truth from the strongest fire sign out of the deck. Kiss my ass. I don't play around with people anymore. I just be myself. You can't handle that I'm the strongest fire sign out there? Shove it up your ass. When I say that, the most dominant sign is Leo for fire. The best sign in the deck is Leo, the sun, and the strength card. So they say, and not just here on many channels. Oh, by the way, you're looking at a psychic Leo, medium, fire sign, tarot reader. Come and get it. It's dinner time. The bull doesn't eat the lion. The lion eats the bull. You remember that. I'm such a bitch. Here we go. I felt good. Here we go. Aries. Give them a good message. I just cussed them out. Let's see what you get. Same thing. Same energy. I'm going to show you in a second. I ain't going to change it for you. Nope. Temperance. Sick of waiting? What are you sick of waiting for? Oh, the contentment of the heart, Aries. And the lack of balance. And the Leo is telling your ass that you need balance. It already showed up. Leo's telling you again. Who's he telling? Aries is like, no, I don't need balance. Yeah, sit your ass down. You need balance. You need balance, emotional excitement. You're also probably focused a lot on career right now. Done. I'm done. You're focused on career. You can kiss my ass if you think my readings don't make sense. You're focused on career, but you're missing out on love, or you're wanting love, but you're emotionally not jumping at it, or you're feeling like it's not going to show up. Some of you are focused on your look, or are hoping for emotional excitement to show up, but you ain't doing nothing. That's what your reading says. If you want me to tell you something, you're a fire sign, you're a fast talker, you're a fast walker. You're probably the fastest fire sign of all three of us. Sagittarius is pretty timid. Leos like to lay in the grass, pounce on your ass when it's time to eat your shit. Eat you. We're the predator. You're the bull. Your ass is the one running around in circles all the time. Maybe it's time for you to start doing that. I feel like you got to start putting the work in on the stuff you're not putting the work in. And I feel like it's a lot of emotional things that you close the door on. Some of you got to emotionally open up, communicate clearly. Don't get stuck on shit, especially communication. A lack of communication or feeling that energy, self-sabotaging yourself in relationships. And if you're not doing that, you may have dealt with an air sign that did that to you, or a fire sign that did that to you. Ugh. Air, fire, earth, whatever the deal is. This is what I'm seeing for Aries. Don't hate me, Aries. I'm just being blunt. Here we go. I think you've learned a lot though, or you're willing to learn more. You also could be wanting to, I get this travel energy. Some of you could be excited about traveling or doing something, fast moving energy, traveling towards something of excitement, or this is something you know you should work towards. There's something you've already done that you enjoy that you may start doing again. Or maybe the messages you need to focus on that, because I feel like there's things that you've been holding back that make you happy. Maybe the secret message for you is go fight for that. Stubbornly, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, Aries? I feel like that's the message. What are you waiting for, energy? What else? I think it was time to kick Aries in the ass. Here we go. Yeah, some of you, it's emotional, accepting the difference of being happy emotionally. Some of you need to. Some of you, the secret sauce to this is you have to start emotionally trusting the outcomes of situations versus wrapping your mind around a situation. That's what I'm done. I didn't even know that was there. That's what you're doing. You're cutting out situations before you give it a chance. And you know what that does? That makes you believe your own lies. Some of you, you're believing your own lies versus changing or adapting to love. Some of you, the naked truth is the best truth. Sometimes the balance is off because you're not focusing on the things that you want. You're focusing on the things that you have. Or some of you, you are focused on career. That's all. It feels like that's all you've been fighting for a long time. Not love. Hell no. Love is a no. When it comes to wanting to manifest love or move towards it, I feel like you think it's toxic. It's almost like I don't know if I trust to go towards this way with happiness or build towards it. And if you said this isn't true, you'd be lying to me. You'd be lying to the Leo fire sign. You would definitely be lying, because every time you think about manifesting it or building in that direction, you don't. Or you let it start it's almost like you might look for the reasons to get out of a situation, or you feel that's what happens to you. It's one of the two. Sorry, Aries, I'm being blunt. I feel like that's what holds you back. I feel like that will hold you back. Some of you, it could be you're letting a situation from the past hold you back to the future. I'm going to tell you, there's a love situation that you could be letting it stop you dead in your tracks from moving on. I'm done from moving on. Holding on to I don't know if it's resentment or feeling like you can't trust something, or you think about it, or you worry about that coming into the next relationship. But somebody needs to kind of stop thinking like that. Cut the bullshit out kind of energy. Take action, accept the past for what it was, and just trust that the past is the past for a reason. And I feel like you need to identify that. And I feel like you're struggling to trust it. I feel like it's you. Or somebody around you feels like you don't trust them, or they don't trust you, whatever this is. That's what I see for Aries. I pissed off some Aries. We dropped like 30 people. See you later. Hey, Aries, it is what it is. You can't stand in the kitchen. It's not my problem. Can't take the heat too bad. I'm not going to just say what you want to hear. Oh, you're gonna get roses, and you're gonna get stung by a jellyfish. Then they're gonna see how much pain you're in, and they're gonna piss on you. I'm not gonna say what you want to hear. It's true love, Aries. It's true love. Hell no. I feel like you needed to hear that message. And I feel like some of you have accepted it. Others of you aren't willing to. Some of you have accepted, like, I'm looking at my faults, and that's what you've been working on. Others of you aren't even willing to try. What the hell is that? How is that going to produce happiness? How is that healthy? Secretly, that is not healthy. And maybe that's what you needed to hear so you can get here. So you can have the proper balance in a situation, because you don't have it right now. And you do think about it or stress about it. And if you don't have the patience for it, well, now you just heard the truth and clarity. The past is the past. And let that be what it is. And take care of sometimes it's better to take care of yourself. Identify with not how you feel about others, about how you pertain to how you outlook a situation. You can't be biased, or you can't be all for yourself and hiding that, because your relationship is going to be damned. It's the truth. If you don't think I've had enough friends or relationships to tell you the truth, you're crazy. Straight up, I ain't the crazy one. You're crazy. Here we go. All right. Leo in a minute. Now, Leo. Oh, shit. Leo, you might get your ass kicked. No, we'll see. I might kick your ass too. No, just kidding. I don't know what I'm going to say to Leo. We'll see. We'll see. Give it a minute. I'm sorry, Aries. It goes around, though. It goes around to every zodiac sign. So you can come in my comments later and be like, you don't like Aries, or you always are negative towards this sign or that sign. No, bitch. That floats around, and I don't have control of what I see. I can tell you that a lot of the time somebody has something to say stupid like that. It's because they're not willing to identify the truth. Welcome to the Lion's Den. I hope I don't give you anxiety. Here we go. Leo. Where you going, Leo? Where you going? What are you doing? Are you going to start building towards something? Moving towards something? What it shows me next? Hold on, I'm going to shuffle twice. Could be trying to invest in something or save your money. That's how you start. King of Pentacles reverse. Or not wanting to stress on situation or overstressing situations. I feel like no. I feel like emotionally, you're not wanting to be. Let's see what this. I feel like you're not going to let things emotionally get to you right now. You're just not having it. Something about when it comes to anything that makes you feel off emotionally, the Chariot is the sun. Excuse me. The Chariot is the sign of Cancer. Cancers rule emotions, just like Pisces, Scorpio. Really, Pisces and Scorpio rule the. Excuse me. Really, Cancer and Pisces rule the hell out of that area. Scorpio, you're the house of sex. But let me tell you something. Emotionally, Leo, I feel like you're like, no, I don't think so. I don't think you're going to let things distort you. I think you've come to the conclusion where you're like, nope. Also, you could be very dedicated to what you're going to work on or how you're going to work towards it. I don't feel like you're going to let anything get to you emotionally or really worry about. I feel like you don't worry. You just keep at work. And I feel like if you didn't know that was the best outcome, you know it now. Something about you know it now. Shuffle. Hold on. A lot of you are very enthusiastic towards work or excited about where work's going to go or what you're going to do with it. I feel like that's your energy. Look at the card came flying out. Didn't even want to stay. Oh my God. Work. You're all about work. Work. That's what you're manifesting. Holy shit. That is what you're working for and fighting for. How do I know it's Leo doing that? The bottom of the deck there, you are Leo. You're doing that. And you're rushing towards these victories. I don't feel like you give a shit about a reconciliation right now. I feel like you're like, yeah, if it comes in, it comes in. I'll give it some time. I'll think about it. But if it's something from the past, I'm probably going to tell you no. See you later, sayonara. Why? Because you're Leo. Your reading's done. You're done. You get the shortest reading of the house. You don't need it anymore. No, we'll give you some more. That isn't fair. I love my Leos. I love all my 12 zodiac. It's funny how my favorite number is 12. And there's 12. Well, if you wanted to be technical, you could say there's 13 zodiac signs. But really, here in Western astrology, what is identified is usually the 12 zodiac signs. There's 12 months of a year. My favorite number is 12. There's how many angels? 12. Just let's keep rolling with it. Think about it. It's weird how, since a kid, I couldn't get off of that number. 12, and I always carried it with me. Since a little boy, I was like, nope, 12 is the number. But I've also always seen the number 12. So I was like, that's the number. That's my number. Here we go. What's here with Leo? Decisions. Go to the bottom. Some of you guys are going to either look at decisions of the past. I need clarification on what you're doing with that. Clarify those three for Leo. What do we got? Clarify it. You're going to move on. You're moving on. You're putting shit in the cold, and you're well aware of it. Others of you also could be focusing on what you're going to move towards or what you'll work with going forward. Clarify that for Leo. I'll show you the three top ones real quick. You have the Two of Swords in the past. So what are you focusing on? Or some of you are making decisions. You're going to be having, I feel like you have no choice but to make decisions. I feel like you have to see through these decisions too. 1, 2, 3 in the house. You're going to have to see through these decisions. You're going to have to move towards leaving stuff, cutting things out. And I'm going to say anything that disrupts your ability to go forward. Clarify that. Why do I feel forward on her? Show me something for Leo. Show me something. I need one more. What is here? What is here? You're cutting things out. You're not really. I feel like if it throws you off balance, and whether it's a love situation or it's secretly something, there could be either secrets, gossip, or something around you that you're like, you know what? Let it be what it is. I don't feel like you care. I feel like you're trying to be patient with your thoughts and changes and seeing the world change or things change from the past. Yeah, I feel like you feel like you're against resistance, or you had been, and you don't want to deal with it or look at it for what it is. I feel like when it comes to the victory emotionally, you're like, you know what? I'll cut free from that. I won't let it disturb me. Hold on. Give me some more for Leo. Show me something. I gotta look. They all came flying out. Let's go from the bottom. If you're aware, if there are things that aren't worth fighting for, or they don't fight for you, you're not going to fight for them. It's point blank. It's right to the storyline. You're like, no. Your reading is basically like, when it comes, if you tried to do something or work with something, you're at a place right now where if you had to let it go, or that's the best outcome, you're going to do that. Some of you have been doing this. Clarify it for Leo. Some of you knew that was the best outcome. Not working with a situation, not going back and forth, not wanting to revisit a situation. Some of you, it's about not revisiting a situation that hasn't learned how to grow up or change. And I think you know this. You're like, somebody doesn't know how to boss up. They really don't know how to boss up. Emotionally, they're a mess. And they don't do anything. And I feel like you don't want to be disturbed by it. I feel like you're well aware of it. You're like, nah, I'm good. Leo, you just came out on my hand. I feel like it's not just my imagination telling you this. I feel like you separate yourself from situations that don't show you the correct acknowledgement, excitement, celebrations. I feel like you're like, nope, see you later. I'll cut you out. You know what? You want to be stuck up in your head? Have fun living there, you know? Others of you, you're really trying to focus on career and money, or you feel like, some of you know. Clarify that. Some of you know. Some of you are going to focus on a new love and building towards it and making sure it's not toxic, whether it's communicating or moving in that direction. Others of you, emotionally, if something feels like you can't trust it, you're not going to tolerate it. You'll cut it out like the day is long. You're like, no, it's nonsense. It's garbage. I'll focus on my stability. Some of you, I feel like you've learned about love, how to love situations, love people. I feel like you can trust this, and I feel like you know that that's the right outcome, and I feel like you're stubbornly knowing that's what I'm going to do. That produces true love. It's kind of a higher honor reading. The King of Cups, you're not going to let somebody be back and forth with you, wishy-washy energy. You won't tolerate it. And a lot of you are also looking to change. Change or learn something new. Also, you could be getting communication from somebody with a child where you just feel like I feel like you feel like they don't give you a fair run at a situation, you know, or they can't be trusted. Something about the can't be trusted energy around you. I do feel like that could be a female or a male. I feel like when it comes to the judgment, if it stresses you out, you know that the outcome is that it's got to kind of be left behind you. And some of you may have stressed over it for a while. Some of you may have stressed over a situation that was put in your face that wasn't fair. I think you've gotten through this though. I feel like you've learned. I feel like the Page of Wands is you communicating with understanding or trying to accept the situation for what it is. Some of you could still be trying to work it out, but knowing it, the conflict just makes you want to move away from it because emotionally, you know the outcome or the truth, and it's tiring and you're sick of it. That's what I see for Leo. You're like sick of a situation. There's Leos out here that they're sick of seeing things for what they are. Whether you talk about it, you hold it inside, I don't care. You're just tired of it. You have that I'm sick of it, I'm over it energy. All right. Let's keep going. All right. Who's up next? Sagittarius in a moment. Thanks for listening, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I need more coffee, though. All right. Sagittarius in a minute. Thanks, guys, for being here. Sagittarius. Here we go. Sagittarius. I'm not sure, Casey. Probably 6 or 7. I really don't know. I'll probably post it on the community like an hour before, maybe 30 minutes before. If I can pull it off for an hour. Some of you clarify this. Why do I see it like that? Sagittarius. Why do I see it like that? What's going on? I'm not going to look yet. I'm not going to look yet. What's the message for Sagittarius? Some of you guys are trying to accept a situation that felt like a standstill. And this felt like this took a long time. You might have felt, some of you felt like money was not showing up for too long, or you were stressed about money for too long. This has been a theme for you for a while. And I feel like a lot of you are finally getting over that. Others of you Sagittariuses, it's a matter of, if it wasn't money, it was being able to keep something together, being able to stay on top of a situation. And it does feel like in love or family to me. Might have just been too hard. Might have stressed you out for too long as well, for whoever that's for. Here we go. Show me something for Sagittarius. What do we got for them? What's the message for Sagittarius? Okay, here we go. Judgment and patience. You came out. Some of you felt like you might have felt like you had to sacrifice a situation, or you went through a lot of sacrifice in a relationship. I feel like you had a lot of love for a situation. I feel like you're aware of it, but I also feel like it wasn't showing up or giving the correct communication, or it made you wonder if there were other people that they were more. You might have felt like you were dealing with a busybody. That if you were in a relationship and you're single, you might have felt like somebody was a busybody. This is a person that doesn't want you to go through their phone, doesn't want you to see who's texting them, doesn't want any of that shit. Clarify it. It might have made you tired or stressed you out. King of Wands energy could have been another fire sign, water sign. Show me any other sign it could have been. Fire sign, water sign. Show me another sign it could have been. Definitely could have been fire, water. Fire or water sign. Show me something for Sag. Anybody else want to show up on the table? Anybody else? Earth, air. Let's see. We got earth and fire. Somebody felt like, I just feel like somebody felt like they weren't investing. I feel like you felt like somebody wasn't investing in you. This is what I'm seeing in your reading. You could have felt like somebody wasn't investing in you, or was overlooking a situation, not giving it enough of a chance, a go around, not working on this with you. Definitely could have been an air sign, water sign. It could have been any sign, air sign, water sign, fire sign, earth sign, for that matter. The moon. I just feel like I feel like they made you feel boxed in or left out. What the hell is this? I really feel like this really hurt. I get this, like, this really hurt. You really wanted to fix this energy. I really feel like you loved this person. And I feel like this really sucked. I feel like it really sucked because every time I try to get to you with finances, I feel like you might have worked in that area, or you may have felt like somehow I just get this energy. You felt like somebody may have made you feel like you weren't good enough. I don't like that, but that's what I'm getting. Fire sign, water sign, Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, whoever this is. Could have been an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Any sign for that matter. Somebody made you feel out. They outed. Either you had to make somebody feel that way because of how they treated you, and finally walk away, and like you were deserving of seeing things for how they were acting towards you, and you did that to somebody, or somebody did this to you. I'm done. Somebody did this to you. There was a halt in a situation. Chariot. Somebody got cut out. Canceled. You got canceled. You were canceled. Either you canceled them or they canceled you. Give me something else for Sagittarius. This is going to be probably very specific on Sag. Here we go. These last two. Strength. Death. Some of you had to be strong and accept things for what they were in this family situation. The burdens. You did. That's what it tells me. The strength, the death card. Some of you, it was a situation where you really wanted to fight for something or see it change. It was almost like I feel like you didn't want to be left behind or let go of a scenario that you really loved. This is what I'm seeing. Maybe you wanted somebody to find love within themselves. What? Something like that is what I'm seeing. I feel like you got sick of it. Or I feel like you hung in there. Like if you were in a boxing match, you were against the rope so much, and you were Ali for a minute, like this, moving from the punches and the woes, or whatever the scenario was. Like you're moving around, you're not getting hit, and then all of a sudden, it's like you're finally not getting hit, but you're also starting to finally appreciate yourself. And you're like, I'm done with it. You know what? It wants to do something else, or it wants to be shady. Go be Slim Shady. I'll go do me. I feel like that's what you did. I feel like that's what you did. Some of you had to do that. Some of you, I feel like it was you secretly know this. I do think it stressed you out for a while. I do feel like you still love the person or hope the best for a situation. Give me something else. I need more. What's going on? What's going on? Chariot, King of Cups. So you're emotionally still attached, but you know that it came to, I feel like it came to a closure. The Chariot makes me feel like it came to an absolution, a dead end. Like if you took a right turn, they went left. Something like that kind of energy. You couldn't match each other's energy. Whatever this is in love, it couldn't be matched. Somebody wanted it, though. I'm done. Somebody wanted this. The Lovers, the Knight of Cups, and building it. And I do feel like it was you. I feel like there was a Sagittarius that wanted to see this come together. Others of you could be worried about making sure you have enough finances now or later, something like that. Because you want to be able to, it's like you don't want to be bothered or have things affect your happiness or your stability, or you came to see things for what they are and just tolerate it for what it is, and kind of have to understand I got to move away from it because it doesn't want to come at me the way I want to go towards it. Whatever that's about for Sagittarius, this is what I'm seeing for you. Anything, does it want to come towards you? Ace of Cups reversed. Ace of Cups reversed, Page of Wands reversed. That's hell no. It was not giving you the time of day. You might have felt like it. I feel like the problem was a lot of communication, or somebody paying attention to other situations that were breaking your heart, making you feel like they didn't want to build with you because they were too busy. They were too busy focusing on things, and it wasn't you. I don't feel like they were fending for you. I feel like what happened is you had to fend for yourself or your stability. As far as a judgment, were they building towards you correctly? No. I feel like they were doing something else, and you were trying to focus on foundations. I feel like somebody took you for a ride. I feel like a relationship took you for a ride, and now you're not in this relationship. I feel like you're also fighting for balance, bottom, and money, and seeing things for what they are and moving away from it. You kind of have, I feel like you've accepted an outcome in a relationship. I feel like you've accepted it. Anything else, Sagittarius? Anything else? Let's see what it is. You've accepted it. That's the Two of Swords. That's you knowing something was off balance, and you kind of have to. I don't feel like you frowned upon it. I feel like you had to let go of how much it bothered you. You had to say, you know what, it bothers me, but it's now behind me. I still have the things that make me happy, and I can still focus on my stability. That's what I have for Sagittarius, and I feel like that's what you've been working on, and working on yourself while going through the whole situation. Others of you could also be trying to get more healthy or focus on fitness or wanting to look the part of something. What? I've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're... Clarify the Emperor. Either you're playing the part and working on yourself and trying not to stress over the past, something like that, emotionally not be burdened by it. The Four of Cups is reversed. Mentally not be burdened by it. I also feel like there may be a lot of attention that could be on you if you put yourself in that right position or place. I feel like there's a lot of attention that could be on you in the next 3 or 4 weeks, 3 or 4 months, something like that, Sagittarius. That's your reading. Wow. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys very much. Please remember to hit that like button. Let's get 222 likes before I shut this down. I've been out here for 22122 I saw. Almost 222 exactly. Thank you guys all for being here. I hope you enjoyed this very, very much. Let me just get rid of the banner. Hide. Thank you guys. Remember to like, share, subscribe if you don't mind. I appreciate all of it. Make sure the notifications are turned on, please. And thank you. I want you guys all to have a good day. I hope that you all have a good day today. I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good rest of the day. I got to get my kid out for a little bit before it gets too cold. The 111 of you guys, have a good rest of Sunday, and I will catch you this week. Members, I'm coming out. I'm coming out later tonight. The time is not, I don't know yet. I'm going to take a break for a little while. I may post it on the community to let you know. All right, everybody, take it easy. I am out of here. See you later. Bye, everybody.